It is semi-finals day here at Loughborough University. Spain and Scotland will kick off a 4-day slate in the IFCPF Men's Euros. The Spanish were about 20 minutes away from qualifying through in the top half before Harry Baker of England had his final say to consign Spain to this position. The best they can do is 5th, and they will start their quest for that against the Scottish today. As we have the lineups read out over the tannoy.
Number 9, Jose Ruiz. Number 14, Daniel Ibarra. Number 5, Victor Barrea. Number 10, Hector Martin. Number 12, Eric Garcia. Number 8, Aketsa Decker. For Scotland, we have number 1, Christopher Moore. Number 6, Will Graham. Number 5, Matthew Wynn. Number 8, Jamie Mitchell. Number 10, Dean Thornton.
So here the players come.
7, Kerr McKenzie. And
Opportunities
2,
for both.
Michael Lynn.
Scotland and Spain, both eventually fighting for 5th. They've got to win here and then win again. But the preference and the hope and the objective is to win today, and they'll worry about whatever is to come later. Teams led out by our referee, Scott Henry of England. So we will soon head down to the middle of the pitch here at Loughborough University for the national anthems of both nations, starting with Scotland.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able to, please stand for the Scottish national anthem. For the Spanish national anthem.
So the Spaniards and the Scottish to kick off this match day of IFCPF Men's Euros action. And the teams are rather interesting in both camps. Scotland making a multitude of alterations. When you consider a starting 7, 3 is quite a lot. Martin Hickman, Luke Vosper and James McAlpine all drop out of the team that lost their final group game to the Netherlands. In come Dean Thornton, Kerr McKenzie, and a first tournament start for Will Graham. That 7 is as follows. Number 1 is Christopher Moore. Number 2, Blair Glynn. Number 5, Matthew Wynn. 6 is Will Graham. 8, Jamie Mitchell. 10, Dean Thornton. And 11 is Kerr McKenzie, with Billy McAdam picking that 7 to take on Spain. As mentioned, our referee today is Scott Henry. As we have a look at the Spanish team who will take to the field today, as the 7 line up for a team photo. They only make the one change. Jose Bueno comes in to the starting 7 that lost to England in that critical game. Out dropped Alejandro Gonzalez. That team in full. Martin Ruiz is in goal in the number 13. Number 5 is Victor Varela. Number 8, Aketa Requena. 9, Jose Bueno. 10, Hector Martin. 12, Yorick Martinez. And 14 is Daniel Ibarra. There is the Spanish team, who will leave no stone unturned. They would have thought that they were right in with a shot of maybe taking gold at one point the other night before Harry Baker's crucial goal. That changed a lot of complexions, and it changed the direction that Spain were heading in. Now the best that they can get is 5th, and they'll give themselves every chance. The 2 teams in this bracket are Ireland and Northern Ireland, who will play later on today. But for now, it is Spain to kick us off, and they'll be disappointed that they're here and not playing later today, as the English are. It could have been them, it isn't, and so they have to put that behind them and deal with what they have. They've got a strong team. They'll be hopeful that they can make the best of this and claim 5th at this European Championships. A team down the line for Daniel Ibarra, who's been really good defensively this tournament, but he's playing really high to start. Varela, Yorick Martinez to roll back, and early chance for Spain perhaps. Requena looked low, and the problem that Spain might find is they're running into one of the best goalkeepers this tournament. Even though Scotland have found winning hard to come by, they've got a very, very good goalkeeper in Christopher Moore. Has kept Scotland in a couple of games this tournament and made scorelines look very respectable. Was the player of the match the other day in the 1-0 defeat to the Netherlands. It could have been 6 or 7 if not for him. And again, as I said that day, that's not to discredit the outfielders, it's just how well he played in stopping some shots that look bound for goal. Martin and Varela, who again is the Spain skipper. Martinez and Requena. They'll work it all the way around here, Spain. Martin wanted to find Martinez, and behind it went for a goal kick. Of course, we need a winner today. The extra time conditions, it is 2 halves of 15 minutes with a 5-minute break in between. And if we need penalties, it is a best of 3 rather than a best of 5 that you see in 11-a-side. Just to make sure that we've got all bases covered if we need them across the next couple of days of men's Euros action. Here's Kilmarnock's Will Graham flicking the ball back to Matthew Wynn to take the ball in. It's his first tournament start, but he's been lightning off the bench for Scotland. They'll be happy to have him in from the start. Martin. Ibarra. Varela. Requena. So Varela. Scotland happy to sit in here. Martinez works down the right with Requena, who lifts one in. Ibarra will recycle. And effectively enough, Back to Victor Varela, deflected and in. A cruel one for the Scots. Looked like Christopher Moore had that one covered until he didn't. Blair Glynn might have been the one in the way. Spain won't care who it's gone in off. They'll take the 1-0 lead any day of the week. There might be a question to the dubious goals panel as to whether that one was heading on target. Again, Spain won't be bothered who the identity of the scorer is. Ibarra. Spain looking to build already. Bit of debris on the pitch. Just retrieved by Scott Henry before Spain found any problems with it, given that they're on the ball. Ibarra. Martinez almost ran to Requena. Moore under pressure. Got away from the attentions of Hector Martin. Varela to move forward again for the Spanish. Sloppy giveaway by Requena. He's usually better than that with the ball at his feet. Sema Bueno, who is wearing his number on the back of his shirt the wrong way round, has been all tournament. Ibarra in towards Martinez, who was in a great position. Couldn't quite control the ball as much as he would have wanted. And Spain can get back and do the defending as such. Graham's hit the bar. Released perfectly by Wynn. Nearly the most exquisite of finishes, but not to be. Varela. After Spain get away with one. Blair Glynn can't keep it in. And there's someone Shimpad who is, or that is on the ground somewhere by the looks. It is Jamie Mitchell who is going over to retrieve it. Scotland losing a bit of equipment, so they've just got to make sure they don't lose their heads or lose their man inside the box here with a corner. It is rolled short and too quickly for the referee's liking. Martin will drive on low, good stop. Two quick actions there from Moore. Got the first one onto the post and dove over the top of the rebound. Blair Glynn is down here. This is one of 6 games today across the IFCPF Men's Euros and Women's Intercontinental Cup. There's a lot of football today. 8 of our Euro teams, I should say, and 4 of our women's teams are in action. Australia are the only ones with a break across the day. Maybe they can watch all of the action live on the IFCPF YouTube channel, as can everyone else. A little bit of a delay, but we're about to get back underway. Graham and Jamie Mitchell. Here's Will Graham, will size one up. Might have looked closer from this angle than it actually was, but he did all right from there to dig a shot out. Varela. Ball forward. Martinez keeping hold of the ball for Spain. Prodded away by Kerr McKenzie. Round from Foxbar near Paisley. For a right-footed Martinez first time. Smart shot and a smart save to repel it. Just got his feet in order there, Yannick Martinez at the right time. Set a bit of a task for more, but as he has been for the large majority of shots sent his way this tournament, Moore is the man up to it. Graham did well to hold it. Glynn tries to locate Kerr McKenzie. Barrow was good in defence. Play down the Spain left, and Scotland sorted out. It is Ibarra and Martinez who've been on the ball a lot to start, and they were there again. They will have a corner here. Martinez waits in the box for, or waits on the edge for, as Martin took it short. Scotland able to deal with it, and Thornton unable to get there. Restored to the starting team after 2 goals in his first 2 games. Playing a somewhat similar role to Luke Vosper, who took his spot for the final group game, in the sense that he's really high up the pitch, trying to work the Spain defence. Hasn't had much to work with so far. So Martin has. He's got Ibarra, who finds Yannick Martinez! And he finds the back of the net to double Spain's lead. Curled in. There was space at the near post. The Spanish are starting to surge clear of the Scots. Oh, what a turn. Brilliant from Requena, who leaves Win in his wake. Scotland captain doing well to get back with him, and Graham similarly doing well. Let's get it out of play for a throw. Barra. Requena combining there with Herrera, or at least trying to. Matthew Wynn was aware, but Scotland stay hemmed in. Barra. Requena slightly frustrated by the looks. But he couldn't get there. As we tick towards the midpoint of the half. Spain good out of the gates, but Scotland were the other day against Germany. Similarly had a 2-0 lead. That was run down and then some. Graham tried to roll Varela, who cut him down. Will Graham over the dead ball, curls it low. Initially dealt with. Mackenzie looking to try and drive one. Sent away by Bueno. And Graham again is fouled. Yannick Martinez, the offender, and he immediately put a hand up in apology, realising what he'd done. A couple of times that Will Graham has been fouled. He does give Scotland that. He's a quick player, he's an intelligent player, and he's a player that needs close attention at every single second. Sometimes that attention has been too close to the point where he's been fouled. It's not he who stands over the free kick, though. It is Jamie Mitchell who will be the architect here by the looks. Will Graham is now close with him. Might be in the conversation for this. It will be one of those two. It is left for Will Graham. How to play via a Scotland head. Looks a well taken free kick off the boot. The corner. Sent in, it's not a bad ball in, but Thornton couldn't get there. That's why you want to locate the corner if you're going to whip it in. The order of the tournament so far, in terms of those set pieces, generally are short ones. Somewhat rare to see a ball sent in like that. Graham on for Mackenzie, right-footed and getting it away from goal Ruiz. He played that one well. Requena. Sema Bueno. Requena. 18. Can Spain plot another way through? Win forces Varela back, but his team is still doing the defending. Martin gliding away from Mitchell, receiving back off Yerrick Martinez. They are bopping the ball around at their leisure at the moment. Seen the fair majority of the ball. They've done a bit with it too. Requena sending in. Martin with his first touchdown. Ibarra forcing more into a save. And at present, Scotland are struggling to cope. Requena, all the way back for Varela, who has space to shoot. He tried, in fact, to find Yerrick Martinez. I've seen that a couple of times where he has been player targeted after a ball short and a flick on in the end, but not there. Did it work? Graham. Okay, Mackenzie getting it out of his feet. He's fouled by Daniel Ibarra. Just wonder how many fouls before we get to the breaking point for our referee, Scott Henry, in terms of a card. We can't be that far away, I wouldn't think. It's not all been the same player, mind, from a Spain point of view, but there have been a few needy ones like that. They're starting to rack up a little bit. Scotland won't mind the opportunities they'll get from that, including this one. Right of centre for Matthew Wynne. And from Eaglesham. It's left-footed, deflected, and behind. Martin Ruiz might have had it covered, but it's curling close to his post. One arm in the air for Graham. His corner didn't clear the front post. Wynn had it and lost it, and having to be good there, Martin, to keep hold. Seeing how to play for a ball in. Cross for Rakena. Curling strike was turned away. Barra had a play off Kerr McKenzie. It's drilled by Rakena towards Martin at the top of the box. And he's helped win his team a corner. Martin left-footed and low. Berea trying to help it back to Ibarra, who kept it for Spain. They've won those second balls so far, as Rakena will tee one up right-footed from range. And Wynn getting a foot in the way to divert it behind. Been rinse and repeat from Spain in terms of the amount of chances they've had and times they've gone forward. There's a chance for Martin to work something out. And that is a penalty. Right on the edge of the box. The corner was worked short. Yannick Martinez got his way in front. And he was adjudged to have been brought down illegally, according to our referee, Scott Henry. Scotland fans might be a little bit frustrated with that. Ketzer Rakena with ball in hand, as he tries to find a third for Spain. We've seen Giles Moore save a penalty early in the tournament. Can Chris Moore add his name to the list for Scotland? So Ketzer Rakena, and it is stopped! More brilliant again! And that save adding to quite a catalogue. Keeping his country in the game, that's a great stop. Berea couldn't quite find Yannick Martinez. Renewed hope for the Scotland fans. Can the players out there take something from that? Tell you what, I'm not sure who's doing the Golden Glove voting, but he has to be in the conversation, doesn't he, Chris Moore? If I was voting for it, he'd be in my conversation, that's for sure. He's been superb. Spain still lead 2-0 though. Couldn't keep everything out today. Ibarra. Berea and Martin again. Spain playing around all points of the compass. Rakena. Just over 2 to play in the opening half an hour. Outside of the foot. Varela. The overlap provided by Ibarra, his first time ball. Blocked by Kerr McKenzie, who got back. Graham fouled again. Raya. Requena looking to try and atone for his penalty miss. He's been well marshalled today, Ketzer Requena. He's got plenty of talent. Hasn't been quite able to show his best today, and that is a credit to the Scotland rearguard. Moore, not a great disposal of the ball there. Raya left his pass short, and so Scotland get away with it. Soon find out how much added time we'll get. Thornton barged over. It's a few fouls then from Daniel Ibarra, and he might have earned his way either into a caution or at best for him a final warning. It looks like the latter of those two, and the lay of the law has been demonstrated to him. So in terms of added time then, wanted to see if it was going to flash up on the fourth officials board then. 1 minute by the looks. And we are into that 1 minute now. Graham from the free kick. Headed clear as far as McKenzie, who snatched at it. Time expiring on this half. Spain might have time for a third if they're efficient enough here. Happy to keep hold of what they have. Seems like that's the case. So Spain 2-0 up then in this 5th v 8th bracket semi-final. Spain have got to win 2 if they want 5th in this tournament. They're halfway to the first of those 2 wins. They got a little bit lucky with the first goal-bound shot, deflected off Bleglin, and Ron put in Chris Moore to make it 1-0. They found themselves a second. Yerrick Martinez firing in at the front post to double the Spain lead. Ketzer Requena saw a penalty wonderfully saved by Chris Moore that would have made it 3. But as it stands, Scotland still in the game, but with a lot of work to do. Half-time, first game of the day here at Loughborough University. It is Spain 2, Scotland 0. Second half about to get going here at Loughborough University. Spain and Scotland are the two teams involved in this one, and it is a 2-0 lead for Spain. An own goal and a Yerrick Martinez goal. The difference between these two, no changes at the break. And so we are as we were, personnel-wise. Winner of this game will play for 5th, the loser for 7th. That's how IFCPF tournaments work. If you've never seen one of them before, my name is Oliver Walker-Peel. It is a pleasure to have your company as Mitchell prods it wide for Kerr McKenzie. Scotland looking to start the second half strongly, and they won't with a ball like that. Sliding in from a way back was Bueno, goodness me. That'll be a card. He left no doubt as to what he was doing. It was like he was on a slip and slide for a year before he actually made contact with the player. And that challenge was no bueno from Bueno. First card of the game. And it was a card that was brewing for a fair while, given some of the challenges that we've seen already and the amount of challenges we've seen already. Another free kick for Will Graham to stand over for Scotland. He's in the scrum cap. Easy to identify. And he's easy on the eye as well, in terms of the way he plays. Can he find something here for his national team? Ball perched just about right on the touchline, with plenty in that light blue to aim for in the box. It's a right-footed ball, and it's beaten clear by Ruiz in the Spain goal. Martin, he slid in, took all of the ball, and it broke kindly for Spain. Requena to pick up the pieces and move it on. Martinez. And Requena will shoot. He hasn't quite got his radar in. Right about now. Just to preview the men's Euro schedule for today, well, we've got a minute. Ireland and Northern Ireland is next up to round out the bottom half of the bracket for today, and then we've got the semi-finals with the 4 teams still on the quest for gold. Barra will see that one behind for a goal kick. Ukraine and Germany is the first of those 2 games, 4 o'clock kickoff, before host nation England will square off against the Dutch in what should be an absolute classic from 6:30. Varela hammered clear into touch by Jamie Mitchell. It has been busy. The linchpin of the Scotland midfield, or one of them at least. And he's in to make the challenge, and an illegal one on Martin. Precedent set by Scott Henry. With the booking he's already brandished to Osema Bueno, that one is dangerously close in itself. And it looks like he'll get a card as well. First player in a Scotland shirt book today. And it is the man from Livingston who's got it. That one taken too briskly from a Spain perspective. Martin Hickman's getting ready for Scotland, so that will be the afternoon of Will Graham over, or the morning I should say. Goodness me, it's still early. And still just before 12 here at Loughborough University. But it will be his game over, given that he's an FT3. You can only have one of those if you're new to CP football, and they're both classified as an FT3. The least severe of the 3 classifications in terms of impairment. Martin flares it over towards Martinez. His touch too heavy, and out of play it went. Is there time for the change here? There's 2 of them on the way. In fact, Mark Robertson is about to be introduced too. not before the ball is back in play. Mitchell fouled. And now we'll get the changes. One of them is clear. Hickman for Graham. And the other one now revealed is Blair Glynn, who will be withdrawn for Mark Robertson. The man from Dalkeith will come on here. Made 2 starts in the group stages. Mark Robertson has been consigned to the bench for the last 2 games of Scotland's tournament. Martin Hickman started all 3 of the group stage games, and he's off the bench for the first time in the tournament. Scored one of the 2 goals that Scotland got against Germany, got the second of them. It was a wonderful goal. Team GB Paralympian back in 2016 in Rio. Robertson. Here's Mitchell. He'll shoot and drag it wide. As clear a look as Scotland have had in a while to try and test Martin Ruiz. In fairness, he wasn't tested. Victor Varela rolls it across and trying to work it round. For Spain was Yannick Martinez. Got some curl on it, but by no means enough. You might see the light green shirts behind the goal that Spain are attacking. That is the Irish team. They are playing Northern Ireland at 1:30. Mackenzie. Robertson. Flashed one over the top. Rakena. Okay, Mackenzie called on and Robertson got a foot in as well. Same with Bueno. We'll try and get clear of Hickman. He got the benefit of a ricochet. He's inside the box. Good block from Wynn. Robertson up. And he was well in to deal with the potential Victor Varela threat. Played 2 games at the last Euros. Victor Varela. This is his 4th appearance, so he's well beyond that number from 2 years ago. Rakena couldn't then get it back from Martin. Bray holds it and rolls it. Rakena away from Kerr Mackenzie, who gets back. Chance for Ibarra, edge of the box. Savable height for Chris Moore. Long ball. Carried through to Thornton. Robertson sent over, and Spain are away. Over to the right-hand side, Requena, and Martinez was in the box. Couldn't find him. Outside of the football to one, Thornton. Expansive from Mitchell. But just not quite what was needed. Okay, now. Pereira. Prods it on. Bueno, his first touch, tried to get around Mackenzie. Spain lose it, and Thornton might be in. Got it from Mitchell Dean. Thornton! Oh, it wasn't far off. Worth another mention. I did mention it earlier on that Josema Bueno in the number 9 for Spain, his shirt, as across the whole tournament, has been the wrong way round, which has been interesting to try and have a watch of. He's in defence. It's been something that grabbed me the first time I saw Spain. That number 9 has to be the other way around. Someone maybe printed it while looking in a mirror. Well, there you go. I think that's the only instance of the tournament where such a thing's happened. He's been good and prominent for Spain, so we've had to see it a fair bit. He'll have a look here from distance. Tough one for Moore, who had to parry the first one and then deal with the potential consequences of the second. Did well to then smother Daniel Ibarra's shot. Approaching the midway point of this second half. Score now is what it was at half-time, 2-0 Spain. Scotland have only really had one chance in the second half that Dean Thornton flashed wide. If they want to at least force extra time, they are going to have to find a couple of ways through. Varela. Inside right channel, Requena helps win a corner. Cut back, and Yerrick Martinez in a great spot. Put his effort wide of the goal he wanted to try and find. He had a smashing game today, by the way, Yerrick Martinez. Man from Vitoria. It's already his 5th major tournament. He's only 19 at the end of this year. Turns 19 in November. Just quite ridiculous to see what he's already done in the sport. Varela. Robertson. Thornton staying in behind. He'll get the ball here. Tries to lay it off. Martin Hickman a chance. Kerr McKenzie. Best save Martin Ruiz has had to make. And probably the best Scotland move of the day so far. Tried to go through the legs. Almost got it there. Hickman stands it up. Back post. And Kerr McKenzie can't retrieve it before it goes over the byline. Spain change. Alejandro Gonzalez is getting prepped by his coach Aitor Orino. And from the Catalan region, Requena. Martinez. And good challenge to stop the progress of Martin. Change will come here. And it is Victor Varela who will go off. Handshake with the referee and changing of the armband to Osema Bueno. Alejandro Gonzalez on. Made 5 appearances in the Men's World Cup last year and has a World Cup goal to his name. Scored one against Argentina in the 3-1 loss back in 2022. Tournament in Salau. Same right. Bueno. Loses it. Hickman. Robertson. Thornton are getting behind. He's been an avenue. Hickman, the first time drive. Scotland again turned away. And it ricocheted back off a Scotland man for a Spain ball in. Requena. Sauntering in field, Thornton staying high and Robertson, the other substitute, doing the defending further back. It's a cohesive unit from back to front, this Scottish team, and they'll have to stay that way. As Spain try and attack, Thornton might be in here. Bueno, the standing skipper, had to get back and he did it well. Ruiz outside of his area to get there. Ibarra will lift it on. Alejandro Gonzalez. Conversations from the Scotland dugout as we move into the final 10 of the hour. Gets a Rakena from distance and pouched again by Moore. Mitchell, a high one, will bounce. Hickman did well to get to the ball, and his effort was deflected. Almost made something out of nothing there. Mitchell, right-footed, never looked likely. Santi Macia is to come on for Spain here in the number 2 to make an FC3 swap for Spain. Hector Martin will be withdrawn. As part of the team of the last Euros, scored in the 11-3 win over Italy in the group stage is Santi Macia. It's a goal in this tournament too, against Northern Ireland earlier in the campaign. Andrew Gonzalez, Rakena wanted Santi Macia and Mitchell there to get a foot in. Andrew Gonzalez curling one. And for goal kick. Mackenzie losing it. Inadvertently presenting it to Ibarra, who will try and work it central. Wade and Mackenzie both helping away from the Scotland goal. And a play for a throw. Robertson. Thornton again, trying to get in behind Macia. Clips him and brings him down. Another card is out of Scott Henry's pocket. It's Robertson who stands over this. Two-man Spain wall opposes him, and he will strike eventually. Right-footed, too much venom on it. Okay, now Santi Macia might be in. This is the ceiling for Spain. Martinez will fire into the unguarded goal. He's been the man for Spain today. And he's got a brace. It's 3 for the Spanish. And they will play for 5th against the winner of the match between Ireland and Northern Ireland later today. They have put the disappointment of the England loss squarely behind them, That's now in the rear-view mirror. 3-0 for Spain, and they are looking forward. So, looks like Spain will spend their Saturday against either Ireland or Northern Ireland. Scotland consigned to playing for 7th or 8th. As on the turn is Robertson. Well dealt with in the end by Martin Ruiz. Couple of changes here for Scotland. Queued up, John McFarlane and Logan Smith are about to make their way on here for the final few minutes. Martin Hickman stepping in. Can Scotland find a consolation? Forward to Thornton, who couldn't get over the top of it fully. A handy player to have in that position, Dean Thornton. He's dynamic and really clinical when he gets over the top of situations like that, but he couldn't there. Gonzalez, back post, Martinez on a hat-trick. And a couple of times now he's tried to find the corner and been unable to. So we'll have the Scotland switches. Logan Smith will allow for Kerr McKenzie to take his leave. And John McFarlane will come on for Jamie Mitchell. McFarlane of Glasgow. Logan Smith, another one from Dalkeith, much like Mark Robertson, I should say. There's 3 changes here for Spain. Almanar will be one of those. Get to them in a moment. Messia will try and help it on. That's behind for a goal kick. So it's Almanar, it is Javi Cortez. Let's come on, so it might just be 2 changes. In fact, it looked like there was 3 Scotland players getting up, but it might just be 2. Andrew Gonzalez losing out there to Win, who bettered him. Robertson in by Sema Bueno. So the changes to come. Javi Cortez will come on for Aketa Rakena. Almanar, who's going to come on for him by the board, but they're still 2 on 2 off, so I suppose it doesn't really matter who comes on for who. It might be the number 12 of Yerrick Martinez to come off, and he'll get an ovation in the process. Been a difference maker today for Spain. One of the main reasons why his team are going to win this game. Hickman attempting to slalom through. Spain have had the answers. Messia outside of the foot. McFarlane over the line. In IFCPF tournaments, by the way, just to provide a bit of context, even if teams don't finish in the top 2 of their group, we play for ranking points. That's why this game and the rest of them in the bottom half are taking place. As we move into the first of 3 added minutes
fourth official
the end of the
makes
second
it,
half.
there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes.
Given that Spain are going to win this game, there is a chance that they could top Ireland in the rankings as Macia is there, rolled across and wins, sees it out of play for a corner. It was Cortez making the run, but Hickman was back there. There is a chance that Spain could usurp Ireland if they finish 2 places clear. They might draw level with them if it's only 1, which would put them into equal 8th and 9th at the moment coming into the tournament. Teeing one up is Ibarra from distance, it's blocked. And for Scotland, a lot of the teams ahead of them are not European nations. They're currently 16th in the world rankings. The next best European team is Germany, with Canada, Australia, the Pararoos in 12th, Venezuela 13th, Thailand 14th, Japan 15th. Shooting and hitting the post is Almanar. Finish off the points in a minute. Ibarra loses it to Hickman. Hickman further clear, this time of Gonzalez outside of the foot. Thornton the target, couldn't be found. So Scotland, regardless of what happens, will go up a few places in the rankings, but of course we do have the Asia Oceania Championships later this year and the Copa America. So the teams not in action here could then go back above Scotland later in the year, but they will take the ascent live, behind for a goal kick. And just to make the final point, the rankings will be published after all tournaments, but you'll know what you get after the tournament, so you can make the mental addition. It spins my head though, so that's why I wait for the official rankings to be published so other people can do the work for me. Seen how to play by Cortez. Macia. McFarlane doing well to hold up Alejandro Gonzalez. And it's the final act of the game. Spain too good in the end for Scotland, who were gallant, but just don't quite have the quality, or didn't show it today at least. There were some wonderful performances from a Scotland point of view, but even better with the Spanish, particularly Eric Martinez, who got a double. The own goal was the source of the other, and in the end it is finished 3-0 to Scotland here in the first game at Loughborough University for the day. Full time, it's finished. Spain 3, Scotland 0.
Os dedicamos esta victoria. Muchachos. Mua.
We have even more exciting matches coming your way as we're coming to the end. Marcos, ¿quieres ir a saludar a Martín? Marcos, ¿quieres ir a saludar a Martín? Corre. A todos, Está ahí. Está a la izquierda. Está ahí. No lo ha visto. ¿Qué está?
here with our player of the match today, Yerrick Martinez. He will be delivering this interview in Spanish, and we've got fellow Spanish player Jaime Almanar who will be translating for us. But Yerrick, congratulations to you. You had a wonderful game, scored twice today. How did you find that one, particularly after the England game the other day? You had to put that one behind you and played really well today, I thought.
Como has manejado era haber jugado contra Inglaterra y haber perdido, haber sido eliminado y hoy meter 2 goles.
Ha sido algo muy duro, pero bueno, sabíamos que teníamos que dar la vuelta a la situación, sabíamos que hoy también era un partido súper importante y era una final, si queremos seguir pasando y jugar contra Irlanda, y bueno, pues hay que dar la vuelta rápido, seguir pensando en el siguiente partido y hemos sido capaces.
It was very hard, but now we need to think about making it to 5th position and win against Scotland and also against the champion of Ireland against Northern Ireland. So is what we will do.
We've been saying, the team, a lot of the team here, a lot of people here have been saying that this is a really good Spain team, one of the best Spain teams that we've seen. It wasn't the best World Cup for you guys in Silao last year. What have you done since then, since the performance in Silao, to make this an even better Spain team? Because you guys have been brilliant.
Esta es una de las mejores Españas que han habido, si no la mejor, que hemos hecho para mejorar o para cambiar.
Bueno, sí, es cierto, yo creo que es la mejor España de la historia del fútbol PC. Bueno, lo que hemos hecho es trabajar en equipo, crear una buena piña, un buen grupo humano, un buen equipo dentro del campo, y creo que bueno, pues están viendo en los resultados, aun quedando eliminados.
For him, he is the best national team CP football from Spain, and we have created a family, and we are seeing in the results.
Yerrick, you are our player of the match. I've got a little gift here for you, which you've earned, and thank you to you. And
thank you so much.
Thank you, Jaime, for translating. Congratulations to both, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Many thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Que estaba haciendo una entrevista, el que contestaba es él, pero luego. Claro, pero el que hablaba es él, el MVP es él. El palito, ojo el palo, y si marca ya se cae el estadio, Y va a marcar,
So Spain keep alive their hopes of finishing 5th in the tournament. That is the best that they can do. They will play the winner of Ireland and Northern Ireland. That game later on today from 1:30. The Tartan Army plentiful in number, and they'll be back for the game to try and get themselves to 7th. It'll be interesting to see who they play against. It might be a World Championships final rematch with Northern Ireland to come, or is it the Irish that they will face? They'll keep smiling and they'll be ready for that game in a couple of days, you'd think. But it is Spain who win this one 3-0 over Scotland this morning and afternoon. From Oliver Walker-Peel, the first of 4 games is done, 3 more to follow. And there is a lot of exciting ones to have a look at. The Ireland and Northern Ireland game is next from 1:30. We hope to see you there. From Oliver Walker-Peel, goodbye for now.